Hello, friends! New data has just been released. Social Security beneficiaries could be seeing a much larger increase very soon. Senator Bernie Sanders and many other Democrats are also now supporting monthly relief checks for a targeted group of people, and up to $2,000 fourth stimulus checks may finally begin going out to millions of seniors. Friends, please make sure you watch until the end of this video if you are a Social Security recipient. Also, to say thank you very much for watching, I'll be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Do enter the giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos and then commenting below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chance of winning these giveaways.
Thank you. And as I said, before we open it up for questions, I'll put up the IRS chart. Several of my colleagues have indicated that this bill also includes that $80 billion appropriation for the IRS. And this first chart just shows 40 to 57% of that impact from the audits would occur with regard to people who make $50,000 or less. 65 to 78% on those making less than $100,000, and 78 to 90% on those making less than $200,000. And the bottom line is the key one here. Only about 4 to 9% of the expected audits could come from those making $500,000 or more. Now, why is that? By the way, this is another request of the Joint Tax Committee to tell us where the tax gap lies. The Democrats consistently say, well, the taxes we're imposing here are on tax cheaters and people who aren't paying their fair share of taxes. So we asked the Joint Tax Committee to tell us where is this tax gap. And there's another chart under here. The Joint Tax Committee pointed out, we don't have that chart? Well, I guess we don't have it. They pointed out that of the tax gap, only 4 to 9% of it is in those who make over $500,000. Is that it? Well, yeah, this is basically it. The tax gap lies in these categories. And what I'm saying again is,
if you are a retiree living on a fixed income, your monthly check likely cannot keep up with the rising cost of living. To help millions of Social Security recipients maintain purchasing power, the Social Security Administration raises Social Security benefit amounts each year via a cost of living adjustment. Many advocacy groups and economists have already made predictions based on current inflation data. Nonprofits like the Senior Citizens League estimate that 2023's COLA will be a record-breaking increase of 10.1%. At that rate, the average retiree receiving Social Security benefits could get as much as an extra $159 per month starting next year. But the big question is whether that additional cash is adequate to outweigh ballooning prices. The cost of living is the amount of money that you have to spend on essentials, everyday purchases to live in your area. Expenses such as housing, food, clothing, energy, and healthcare are typically considered part of your cost of living. According to a 2021 data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average cost of living in America is a little over $62,000 per household, or $5,100 or so a month. That number has definitely increased in the last year. The Social Security Administration calculates the year's COLA largely based on a subset of the Consumer Price Index, which collects data on how much consumers spend on clothes, food, and other necessary items. In October, the Social Security Administration will compare CPI data from the third quarter of 2022 with the third quarter of 2021. The difference between how much necessities cost today compared to a year ago is one key factor in how much or how little that the government decides to increase your Social Security check at the start of 2023. While the Senior Citizens League report predicts this year's COLA will be 9% or higher. The government will not release its official COLA until after the third quarter ends on September 30th. The eventual adjustment will take effect in January 2023 and depends quite a bit on September's data. Friends, the keyword for this video is Nashville. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Nashville, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. Inflation is definitely affecting many communities very hard. Despite more than 169 million payments having been sent out in a third round of stimulus checks, there is a continued push for a targeted fourth one. The crisis is spreading fast around the United States. This has given a boost to the prospect of further stimulus checks, as a risk of great economic trouble lies ahead. The Senior Citizens League started a pressure campaign to push Congress to send those receiving Social Security additional stimulus money. So in a letter to leaders of Congress, the group called for a one-off $1,400 Social Security stimulus payment for seniors. Such a measure could help defray the costs associated for some seniors from the 2022 cost of living adjustment, which was the highest in 40 years, pushing them into a higher tax bracket. This is all in reaction to the high levels of inflation that the American economy is dealing with. Prices across the United States are reaching record highs, and for those on a fixed income like Social Security, they are seeing rapid decreases in their purchasing power. Social Security is being addressed by several lawmakers. House Democrats John Larson of Connecticut and Pramila Jayapal of Washington teamed up to call to bring a bill which will expand Social Security for a vote this year. House Democrats John Larson of Connecticut and Pramila Jayapal of Washington teamed up to call to bring a bill to expand Social Security up for a vote this fall. This proposal, called Social Security a Sacred Trust, would expand benefits, which has not been done in about 51 years. Representative John Larson, who proposed the bill and who serves as chair of the House Ways and Means Subcommittee on Social Security, has insisted that the program's issues need to be addressed as soon as possible. Well, my fabulous and fantastic friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much for joining me here today, and I greatly appreciate all of you.